Yoon Soon is a director of the China program at the Stimson Center, a Washington think tank. I asked her about the significance of Li Keqiang's trip to Japan.
For this trip by Premier Li Keqiang, I think it signifies the rewarming of the bilateral ties of China and Japan, moving beyond the obstacle that they have run into in the past basically 5-6 years. And they are looking into the future. They are trying to recalibrate their national interest and the direction of the foreign policy in this new context of President Trump's policy in West Pacific. So I think the result of that is we are going to see more concrete collaboration and cooperation between China and Japan, which will be in their national interest.
You think of the region and supply chains and how the world economy works today. And then you also think about Japan diving in wholeheartedly into the TPP. You see the United States withdrawing from that. Yeah. Is it natural to assume that they would turn to China, that trade within the region might be the way to go for them?
I don't think Japan will completely turn to China. It's not an either-or question for Japan. The strategy that we observe for Japan today is Japan is hedging. So yes, Japan worked very hard on TPP. It has tried very hard with the Obama administration to consolidate and confirm a content or the substance of the TPP that is in Japan's interest. But now Trump has withdrawn from the TPP. However, for Japan, this is not permanent. We don't know what is going to happen in the next U.S. presidential election. And now we have an updated or upgraded version of the TPP that Japan sees as a placeholder or cup holder for Japan, for the United States, and the U.S. has the option to join in the future. So I would say that Japan is improving its relationship with China because it is in its interest.
What do you look for when you're watching this? What are the things that that interest you, and what are some of the takeaways from this 3-day visit?
I look at the concrete deliverables. I look at the list of the agreements that can be implemented in the near future, and also suggest major policy shifts or major policy directions. So, for example, we know that Japan, since the late 2017, Japanese government has expressed interest in participating in the China-led Belt and Road Initiative. But we're all waiting for the details. We're all waiting for how is Japanese government going to implement the plan? Is the Japanese funding or technology going to be provided to Chinese service contractors, or would they be only reserved for Japanese companies and Japanese service providers? And so for a trip like this, we look at deliverables. For example, they made an agreement over the naval and the air encounter communication mechanism. They established a military hotline. And I think those are concrete progress.
All right, we'll leave it there. Thanks so much.
Thank you for having me.